What's going on, everybody? It's Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about none other than AMC stock, currently up almost 35%. We're sitting at just over $43 as I'm making this video right now, and we are looking to test that pre-market high of $44.75. Ortex is showing that the shares on loan have increased. The short interest has increased. We haven't been at 18% in a little while, which is great news for us. But more importantly, guys, in this video, I want to continue to update you on the options, volume, and open interest, as it is very, very important. That is really helping assist in the price increase with AMC stock, guys. So as long as we can continue to do the same thing that we've been doing, and I'll break it all down for you, this price will continue to climb, and I'm going to explain why. So stick around. You're not going to want to miss this. For those of you that are new to the channel, all I ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to join the family. And for those of you that have been rocking with me since the 550 level, give yourself a pat on the back, because it takes some true guts, thick skin, and conviction to stay where we were and to be where we are at today, guys. Let's get rocking in the video. First off, a quick peek at the charts. As you can see, guys, we are look like we're almost approaching that 44.75 intraday high. But let's get into what I really want to talk about. What I've been covering with you guys for quite a while is talking about the options. One thing I want to point out is the open interest. The volume is still kicking. We are currently, this is for the June 4th calls, that guys, that are set to expire in just a couple days. A lot of contracts currently active, a lot of contracts in the money, especially over that $40 level. What I am not seeing, which I'm happy I'm not seeing, is an insane amount, except for this $59 right here, guys, but an insane amount of open interest in, you know, your deep out of the money options. And also, and the reason why, and if you're new, guys, if you're just watching this video, you haven't watched the other ones, the reason why, guys, is because when the market makers, when you buy a call contract, and the market makers will then go out and buy shares either before it hits in the money or definitely when it gets in the money in order to hedge their positions. Well, inevitably, when your contract is set to expire, which is what happened last Friday, which is why there was a big decrease, the market, you close your position, the market maker then sells the shares, de-hedging themselves, causing the price to go down. So seeing a lot of options still coming in is good, but also seeing them come in at further dates out than just getting those YOLOs, okay, of just a couple days, as like we've talked about, guys, are like swinging for the fences. One thing I want to point out to you guys, if you can go over here and look at, we go back over to the 5-minute chart. People have been talking about, is this a short squeeze? Is this a gamma squeeze? And I would not say, first of all, this is not a short squeeze, because the shorts have not covered. That's number one. And end of discussion right there. Okay. The second thing is it a gamma squeeze? And I wouldn't necessarily yet call it an actual gamma squeeze. All right, because they're still staying delta neutral. Once that delta can swing, and we can see that in the back end, that's when we're going to see an insane price squeeze. However, if we continue to buy options that are just out of the money, like we have been buying the $30 call options, the $35 call options, the 40, and then crushing those prices intra-week, we are going to continue to see the market makers have to hedge their positions, which is going to cause an insane amount of buying pressure. One thing that I feel led to some of the demise of game, I wouldn't say the demise of GameStop, but that led to, you know, a big pullback in GameStop was once it got up to that $300 and $400 price point, they were putting out the calls all the way up to $800. And I've mentioned to you before, the highest strike price in AMC was only $40 up until recently, and now I believe it got up to 73, but we're not yet, and I'm glad that they're not yet riding all the way out to 150, 200, and 300, because I know some of you guys, okay, are going to spend the smallest amount possible on the premiums, buy those, you know, $250, $300 call options, hoping to YOLO, swing for the fences with your eyes closed on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. All right, reminds me like Aaron Rodgers trying to throw an 80-yard Hail Mary bomb off his back foot to a wide receiver that's got 3 defenders on him. I know some of you guys are crazy enough to do that, and basically what it just causes is eventually the market makers to sell off the shares, because they don't need to hedge those positions anymore when they expire out of the money, and inevitably they expire worthless. So that is good news for us. If we can continue to keep this pattern going, there's only so much time for eventually the brokers end up start calling and saying, listen, hedgies, you got to start covering some of these shares. The risk is too high. The borrow fee is starting to increase a little bit, which is good news for us. So let's keep that going, guys. I'm going to keep updating you guys with the options volume, okay, and the options volatility, because like I said, it's very, very important, and it has led to much of our success going forward. I've hoped you watch all of my videos as of recent that it's just explained to you everything about options. If you're interested in learning numerous different strategies, from basic strategies to complex strategies, first link in the description. I have an entire options course that's available to everybody who joins our private community. Okay, there's over 3.5 hours of footage that I recorded and try to break down in very, very simple format for you guys. But last thing I want to point off to you guys is we are now sorry guys, my OBS had switched. But last thing I want to put out to you guys is now they have started sending out the proxies for the share count. I think it's absolutely hilarious. Last thing I'm going to do right here is absolutely hilarious that Adam Aaron had tweeted this today. It says, launch an innovative effort to communicate often with AMC shareholders. First, I think this is a great marketing tactic, but there was definitely a part of my mind that had switched off for a second and was like, wait a minute. I wonder if he is trying to utilize this sign up to be able to capture shareholders. I haven't clicked on the link yet, but capture shareholders somehow just to get a better accurate, or a more accurate number of how many shareholders are really out there. So if you have that on your mind, kudos to you, Adam Aaron, because that is definitely top notch on the marketing. But inevitably, guys, the proxies are being sent out today, and it is only going to be a matter of time before we start to get more news on what the exact number of share count is. All right, so guys, that's it for this video. Keep on rocking the rest of your week. I'll see you in the next one.